Just how powerful is 11 about to be in Stranger Things Season 5? I don't think we're prepared. What's going on, guys? I'm Chris, and welcome back to another Stranger Things Season 5 video. We've made it a full week with a video a day because we have yet another article that's given us new looks and information about the final season. This time, it's centered mainly around 11 with a little bit of Harbour in there as well. But before I get into it, hit that like button as always. Comment down below your thoughts on these new images of 11 in Season 5, as well as the details about her powers. And of course, subscribe and hit that notification bell to help reach my goal of 150,000 subscribers here on the channel. And if you enjoy this video and want extra content in the world of Stranger Things or beyond, such as live Q&As and more, Patreon is the place to be. Any support over there truly does mean the world. But when it comes down to it, we got yet another article, this time from Empire again, and it's all about 11 in Season 5 and her powers that are going to be enhanced compared to past seasons. And there's a couple quotes directly from the Duffer Brothers here. This one says, 11 has been hard at work. She's been in training when we meet her. She's not suddenly like Neo or Superman flying through the sky, but she's definitely stronger now. And this quote says, she has better control over her powers and can use them in more innovative ways. The closest example I'd say is probably the Force.
Where the fun begins.
So it sounds like 11's powers are going to be the strongest they've been, as since the end of Season 4, which was in March of 1986, she's been training non-stop, strengthening her powers. This season's going to be set in November of 1987, after an 18-month time jump, and so she's older, she's gotten a lot stronger, like this article indicates, and has a better sense of control over her powers. So this opens the door to endless possibilities with her character and what she's physically capable of. In the teaser trailer, we saw her jumping around in the junkyard, looking like she was levitating or taking flight. Well, these two new images of her further clarify that, as in one of them you can see Millie Bobby Brown preparing for what looks to be a stunt, and in the other you see a shot from the show of her jumping over a bus, and it's like, yeah, she's going full training montage. When that official teaser trailer dropped back in July, my initial reaction was, this looks like some sort of Rocky training montage for 11 out in the junkyard, and that seems to be the case. In fact, in this image we can even see Harbour and what looks like potentially Joyce next to Harbour looking on as 11 trains, so maybe we got a little Rocky and Mick thing going here. I'm not opposed to it. Give me some Rocky. I'm here for it. And if I had to bet, the images we've got here, as well as the shot of Elle training in the teaser, are probably all from that first episode. It looks like they're in the old junkyard from past seasons. So the big takeaway here, 11's powers are a lot stronger, and she's levitating. I wonder if we're gonna see 11 facing off against Vecna in like a final battle of sorts, where the two of them are just going at it, and 11 is full-on levitating, damn near flying. I mean, it sounds like it could be a bit much on paper, but if they explain it, I'm all game. So give me the 11 training montage, and you know what? Throw some Karate Kid music in there. You're the best around, I'm here for it. Or any sort of badass training montage music would make this incredible. We have to remember too, in the One Last Adventure video, we have another angle of one of the Duffer Brothers next to Millie Bobby Brown's 11 in this junkyard. So in this junkyard, it seems like it is her home base, her almost gym for training. Now, in another article that dropped, we got this look at 11 as well, but it's not just 11. We see Harbour here too, and he actually has a gun pointed at some unnamed scientist character. If you look in the background of this image, it looks like they're in the military lab slash base. So taking into consideration the knowledge that we know from recent articles, this is probably from the 4th episode of Season 5, Sorcerer. And it seems like 11 and Harbour are breaking in to try and stop something from happening or to get information that they need, but I'm leaning they're in this lab to put a stop to something that's being done that's maybe harming 11. I'm not sure. We all know the government is so out of the loop with the truth of this whole situation that they're probably operating on BS facts and basically acting negligently, harming the citizens of Hawkins when they think they're actually protecting them. But whatever ensues here is definitely going to lead to the scene with the red sirens and Elle in pain. As one of the articles states earlier from this week, this could even lead to Elle's big discovery that's been teased in said articles, where apparently some revelation is going to be made by her character in the episode Sorcerer. So this could involve her backstory, her origins of her powers, Vecna's real ties to the Upside Down. I mean, who really knows? But whatever this moment is, this big discovery, I think it's gonna be something that changes the show forever, and as I always say, recontextualizes it. But I'll tell you what, it's gonna be nice to have the Harbour and Elle dynamic back after an entire season off, because if you think about it, they have a moment in the Season 3 finale, the Battle of Starcourt, where they basically go their separate ways before Harbour goes down the elevator with Murray and Joyce, and Elle goes off with Mike and Max in the mall. They don't see each other again until the final 20 or so minutes of the season 4 finale. That dynamic was sorely missed in season 4, and so it's going to be nice to have them as their own duo here. They are the father-daughter duo of this show and have such a sweet relationship that I'm excited we're getting more moments of them. It's going to be kind of like season 2, at the end of season 2 when they drive off to Hawkins' lab together to close the gate. I want more of that, and it seems like we're certainly going to be getting it. There's just something about Hopper with the machine gun while Elle's kicking ass with her powers that works. Again, they are one of the duos in this show, and I will be devastated if one of them ends up biting the dust. I've given my death predictions, and I'm pretty strongly, unfortunately, thinking that Elle is going to bite the dust. I don't want to see Hopper devastated, but at the same time, I don't want to see Elle lose her father figure, so whatever happens, I hope they both make it out alive, but only time will tell.
It's okay. I'm here.
Now, with regard to Elle's enhanced powers that have been teased by the Duffers and the Jedi comparisons made with the Force, I wonder how far she's able to go, because obviously physically, she's probably going to be at her strongest with her telekinetic powers and her ability to jump or levitate, but what can she do mentally here? We've seen her do some pretty crazy things, whether it's exploring the void to locate people or literally go and revive Max in the season 4 finale without physically being with Max. So there's really no telling how far they'll go with her powers in this season, and I wonder if the scene of her like breaking down, writhing in pain and having a nosebleed with the red sirens flashing everywhere is because she's able to tap into like Vecna's mind because of how powerful she is. She's like maybe trying to find Will or locate Max, and she ends up in Vecna's mind somehow, and that is what's causing all this pain. Or maybe her and Vecna's minds become almost melded in a sense because of a potential revelation or reveal that could occur about Eleven's true origins or roots. Anything's on the table here, and I'm just excited to see it all go down with 11 at the strongest she's ever been. If you think about it, for a lot of season 4, 11 doesn't even have her powers. She loses them at the end of season 3, and she's without them for a long period of time. So to have them back and at her strongest is going to be beneficial because she's going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to taking down Vecna and eradicating the Upside Down. That is unless Will Byers or someone else gains physical powers to aid her, but we'll have to see. The hive mind is going to come into huge play in the final season and taking this whole thing down. And like I always say, it's not about out-physicaling the villains, it's about outsmarting them, and I trust our main party and group of characters to do that in Season 5. But I just wanted to stop in for this real quick update as we got 3 new pictures of 11, 1 with Hopper and a scientist, and 2 of 11 training in a junkyard. It seems like 11's going to be at her strongest, and I say bring it on. But how do you guys feel about these new images and comments from the Duffer Brothers? Let me know in the comments down below, and of course hit that like button, subscribe and hit that notification bell to help reach my goal of 150,000 subscribers here on the channel. I mean quite a bit. If you want extra content from the world of Stranger Things and beyond, including live streams and Stranger Things Rewind, a deep dive into every episode of the show, Patreon is the place to be. Any support over there truly does mean the world. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys, as always, for watching, and until next time, I'll see you on the other side of the Upside Down.